Imagine living in a world where every moment of your life is monitored, controlled, and curated, not by choice but by design. Two stories, two worlds, but a shared reality. The lives of Truman Burbank and Lacey Pound serve as a cautionary tale of a society where autonomy is an illusion. In The Truman Show, we witness a life stripped of autonomy and privacy. Truman's personal space and bodily integrity are constantly violated without his consent or awareness, reflecting a world where his fundamental rights are compromised. What legal theorist Muriel Hildebrandt might call a violation of liberty rights. In Nosedive, autonomy is similarly restricted, but here it's through algorithmic governance. Lacey's life and status are dictated by a social rating system that ranks individuals based on public perception. Autonomy becomes an illusion as privacy is compromised by a constant cycle of rating and monitoring. Although The Truman Show and Nosedive are set in different worlds, they share a striking similarity. Both characters live in environments where freedom is carefully limited by systems of control. Both The Truman Show and Nosedive showcase societies where control and surveillance undermine individual autonomy and privacy. These systems construct restrictive realities that feel as real as they are confining. As philosopher Antoinette Rouvroy puts it, algorithmic governance creates a reality as much as it records it. Truman's world is manipulated through overt control, while Lacey's is subtly shaped through social scoring. In the end, both lose their essential liberty rights. In The Truman Show, the control is overt and centralized. The show's director dictates Truman's every move, broadcasting his life to the world. In Nosedive, control operates differently. It's decentralized, imposed by society itself through a system of social ratings. Here, Lacey's every interaction is monitored by her peers, with her value measured by her social score, a system she has internalized.
Freedom, in essence, is the ability to make authentic choices, independent of coercion. But for Truman and Lacey, surveillance becomes a constant constraint on their movement and decisions. In The Truman Show, Truman's life and knowledge are fed to him by the script created by the show's director. His world is separated from the real world, where the audience watches him. He lives in a physical, artificial reality that he must adapt to. A clear example of what philosopher Michel Foucault might describe as a docile body, subjected to external discipline. Foucault's idea of discipline suggests that society shapes behavior through surveillance and structured environments. Truman's world represents this traditional hierarchical form of power. The examination combines the techniques of an observing hierarchy and those of a normalizing judgment. In Nosedive, however, Lacey's discipline is different. It's a form of self-discipline, driven by social expectations. Here, there is no need for centralized authority to enforce control. Instead, people act as both surveillance and surveilled, creating a system where the institute and the individual merge. According to philosopher Byung-Chul Han, the neoliberal regime of self-exploitation no longer needs panopticism or any external control. People exploit themselves voluntarily. In Nosedive, individuals internalize society's expectations, striving to optimize themselves for the approval, societal capital, and status. This self-discipline is a form of psychopolitics where the control operates from within, fueled by social pressures rather than direct enforcement. In the digital age, the concept of freedom and purpose shifts. Commodification and productivity pervade every aspect of life. Activities like cooking, meditation, and travel become less about genuine enjoyment and more about projecting an optimized self to the world. Lacey, like others in our society, embodies Han's description of the neoliberal subject, self-disciplining for external validation.
Truman's choice to leave signifies freedom in the classic sense, breaking away from external control to make his own decisions. By stepping out of his artificial world, he reclaims his autonomy. In contrast, Lacey's freedom is psychological, gained by stepping outside the social credit system's expectations. When she loses her high score, she's socially ostracized, but this fall brings an unexpected liberation. The differences in their journeys to freedom highlight their societal structures. Truman escapes external discipline, whilst Lacey breaks free from internalized self-discipline. Marx once defined freedom as a successful relationship with others, where true freedom means self-realization within a community. It's notable that both characters find companionship in their lowest moments, Truman in his first real-world encounter and Lacey in a shared moment of honesty with another social outcast.
Both The Truman Show and Nosedive explore boundaries of control, autonomy, and privacy, showing how systems of discipline and self-discipline can trap individuals in invisible cages. True freedom, as depicted in these stories, might only come when individuals confront and resist these structures, whether external or internal, that dictate their lives.